Hey everybody, welcome back to Wasted Attention. This is Huey. He's going to be talking about Hamana by Tool, Hanukkah. Check it out. It's the second album. We're going to talk about it. Wasted Attention Podcast. Hey, you came back to visit us. How you doing, neighbor? We got our second guest on the show.
Howdy, neighbor.
He's going to sit there and eat his ass for a while. Don't mind him.
Don't mind him. He's cool. We're going to talk about Tool's AEnima. And you know what? The funny thing is we've been a podcast now for about a little over a year, and the most interaction that we've had with any fan is when we talk about Tool. Because a lot of people hold Tool very close.
There's a lot of Tool fans out there.
There's a lot of Tool
There's a lot of Tools
fans.
out there.
I didn't say anything.
Hammers.
That's true. You know, it's cool. I'm glad that we struck a chord with a lot of people, but, you know, they tend to forego the idea that they're talking about two inexperienced Tool fans for a lot of it, with one who's like a novice Tool guy, right?
Compared to probably everybody else, yeah. Like all the real Tool fans, they get like all the details. I'm probably fairly stupid. But I like to think of myself rather knowledgeable. I'd like to think that.
So you've got one knowledgeable person with probably between the two of us is not half of the knowledge there. So before you go any further, if you're already planning to like crucify us, which is cool, hey, that's an extra like, that's a comment. We appreciate that.
If they like.
If they like, well, mostly dislikes. But that's okay, because you still spent your time watching our show.
For about 4 minutes tops.
Yeah.
We got the click.
I'm thinking about 2.
Got the click.
It's all about numbers. I just like to feel better about myself.
There you go. But thank you anyway. Before we start today, I kind of wanted to discuss something serious. We came over to JD's house. We saw a case of Summit's Plunge Orange soda. I'm going to come up here. Can you see this?
I'll hold your mic.
Hold the mic. We can use that for the thumbnail.
Product placement.
Product placement.
We should get sponsored by these guys. They probably only give us like $5.
Your goddamn dog's eating my notes. All right, so let's get into it. AEnima came out first on vinyl, which I thought was interesting.
Did it really?
Yeah, 9/17 of 96. CD on October 1st of 96 off of Zoo Entertainment. So Zoo Entertainment again, compared to the last one that we talked about. Give me one song that you liked off this album.
I liked all of them.
Okay, give me one song that stood out more than the
one
others.
that really stands out to me, the last couple days has really been Jimmy, I think.
That's a good one.
Jimmy is a good one.
There's something, I think it's the way his melody works with that. Like, it just seems like it's not overbearingly dark, but it's dark.
Super dark, and it grabs your attention with that riff. That riff is nasty.
You know what's really cool, though? Like, right before this, you know how they got their little fuck around in between songs here and there? It's the intermission, I think is what it's called on the track. And it's like a game version of the melody. I love it.
It's so cool. That was honestly one of my favorite things off this album was that little interlude thing. It's fun.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about interludes?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Did you check any of them out just for fuck's sake?
All of them.
Did you?
Okay. Listen, when we do our reviews, I listen to the whole album.
There's the one that has the German guy talking over it.
Yes.
I forget what the name of it off the top of my head was, but
Excuse me.
It's a recipe.
Yeah, it's a cookie recipe.
Die
like,
Ir
how fucking
von
crazy.
Satan.
Yeah.
For that song, I wrote "It's Ministry" mixed with a band called Three Teeth.
I think the translation was something. Something about the balls of Satan or the eggs of Satan.
Yeah, it's something to do with the eggs.
Yeah. Good shit. Fun shit.
No, that was cool. You know what? Now that you're talking about interludes, I'm going to honestly say that the Ion song didn't do anything for me.
Is that the one that's just noise?
Yeah, just noise.
But what about the one, Message to Harry Manback?
Now, the reason why I like that one a lot is because of the story behind that.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you
Go
guys
ahead, take
listen
it
to
away.
this? Do you know, Ivan, about this?
That's the one about the voicemail, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So according to Tool's
Crazy.
Reddit page,
Ain't it though? That dude had some hate.
there was an interview with Danny Carey, and he had confirmed that this was a recording of the words of an uninvited Italian guest who came to Maynard's house, emptied the fridge at a party, and ran up his phone bill.
I read that the dude was a roommate.
Oh, really?
I think I read that too.
The dude was a roommate, and then just bad terms.
hope your whole family gets cancer or something.
It was so aggressive.
In your family dies today.
It's like reading the negative comments on our YouTube page. Yeah, we appreciate the comments. We're not upset by it at any means, but just know we're not Tool experts.
That's why we do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Do this.
So the message of Harry Manback I thought was really cool as an interlude. I mean, it's like the ultimate fuck you. Well, okay. All right.
Yeah, I do.
In the album. Ions, no, thank you. The Cesaro, some ability, didn't do anything for me either. And I really like interludes and random stuff, but I feel that those were just kind of like a lot of space fillers for me. I don't think they were necessary at all.
Yeah.
Just that one I mentioned. Let's talk about a song that really didn't do anything for me.
What's that?
Hooker with a Penis.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's one of the ones I like, yeah.
Yeah? So you both like that song?
Why wouldn't we?
I feel, and now here's the funny thing, rewind to like 2 minutes ago where I'm like, I'll getting to the top of the pinnacle. Duh. I felt like this got to the point too quick where it wasn't Tool-y, and it felt very rushed for a Tool song. It didn't feel like it belonged on here.
I can. You bet your sweet ass I can.
So apparently this song was written about a fan that came up to them saying negative shit, right?
Yeah. But
it was
said
like
in
saying
like
they were sold out and shit like that. Like he was an OG, the way
OG
I read
Tool,
it.
Yep.
like opiate fucking back then and shit or something. You don't think it like builds up at all?
Build up didn't. It just wasn't Tool.
It wasn't long enough for him.
Yeah. And add another 2 minutes.
But you don't like the energy at all?
No, the ending too. Like fuck you, buddy.
You don't like that?
No,
Fuck.
I was thinking of South Park. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Hey, fuck yeah, buddy.
All right, so we're back. We just checked out Hooker with a Penis because these guys want to try and make me feel like a fool for not really digging it. I just don't dig it. Dig it. It feels like a B-side to this album. It doesn't fit the general dark feel of this album entirely.
You don't think it feels dark?
No. It just feels like Maynard trying to use his superiority to like call out a fan. No, fuck you, man. So we're going to do this song. I don't know. What? Yeah. I don't know.
So it's okay for just people to be like, hey, you fucking suck now because you're all like successful and stuff.
Yeah, I get it, but
I get it, but I'm from that fucking punk rock thing. You can't change. You gotta stay in the fucking basement.
No, you got to look at Fantasy by Mariah Carey. It was written about the same thing.
Sweet fantasy, baby.
No, I think if this wasn't from Tool, it would make more sense to me. It just felt like it just didn't go along with the entire experience.
But don't you think this fits more with Undertow? Would it fit better there?
Probably. I would say that. Because this album was so the beginning of the Tool that I'm used to.
Yeah, this is definitely the turning point.
Right. So for this song to be on there, I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of a throwback. But who the fuck am I? Why am I questioning their artistic integrity? How many 399,341 views?
Else stealing that.
There's somebody else stealing that on YouTube.
Probably.
But
maybe not. I don't know.
Just me coming from, you've taken me out of this tub of like punk rock and new metal-y kind of stuff, and you're putting me in this Tool tub, right? So you're telling me to tell you how I feel. This song, this was the rubber ducky that was blue instead of yellow. It's still in the tub with you, and you're cool with it, but it just didn't really fit.
Hey, whatever your tub looks like, man, I guess that's on you.
What did you guys like about it?
It's just that there's nothing about it that isn't kind of like cool to me. Like I think it's like got more. It's more the straight drive that you usually don't get from Tool, at least from here on out.
That's true.
And I still think it's dark, and I like the attitude that Maynard has when he's fucking singing it.
I also kind of like the message that he's saying in there. Is like he's saying like, yeah, I'm the man, you're the man, we're pretty much all the men. Everyone's the man. Pretty much like kind of like saying they're. I don't know. I kind of felt like he was saying like there is no hierarchy or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Anytime you do something successful, it's like it kind of comes with some concessions. Like there's no getting around that. Like the whole point of making music is to share it with other people.
It's true.
Exactly.
And you shouldn't just fucking pigeonhole yourself into one thing. You know, I don't feel like they were compromising anything to make this record.
It all still sounds Tool-y.
I disagree. I don't think this
if you don't like the song,
silly
just
at
say
all.
you don't like the song. Just don't say
It's not that I don't like it. It's just it doesn't fit here. I think you said it best. I think Undertow is more of something that I think that the song belongs on. It's still cool. Yeah, you get to call out a guy who fucking hurt your feelings one night.
But
You
the
know what I
song
mean?
exists
You sound
because of
very, like-
Overtow. Or
It's
Undertow.
true.
What did I say? Overtow?
Overtow. Wait, what is this? Anomina. It does not belong on
Anomina.
Anima. You know, Maynard's one of those guys that I feel like I couldn't like hold a conversation with because he's so much more smarter than I am.
Like he's a dude that's well read.
Yeah.
And he's a workaholic, obviously.
For sure.
You don't fucking just who makes wine nowadays, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a fucking restaurant, he's got 3 fucking bands. And it's I don't know. What else are you going to do with your time? Fuck with
Did
people.
they really take a hiatus because of that lawsuit? Could they really not perform because of that? They
That's a
had
good
like
question.
Which lawsuit?
There was some I forget what it was now that he brought it up.
what the fuck was it?
I don't even remember. I just read about this not too long ago too. I forgot what the fuck it was. I'll Google's it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on up. We were talking about interludes. I thought Useful Idiot was kind of cool because it was kind of like that attitude-y, kind of Maynard-y feel. You know what I mean?
What was that one? That one I didn't.
It was just
Didn't
a
stick to
reflection
mine.
piece for H. That's all it was. That's all it is.
Was H the one about his son being born?
I heard like it's either that or heroin.
Yeah.
That's what's cool. He leaves everything so fucking vague, and he won't tell nobody straight up what it is.
Yep.
So
That's what I like. If Machine
Yeah.
Head would have did that with Catharsis, I'd have been fine.
It was kind of hard when Rob is so blatantly like, oh, we're not gonna get into
I like
that.
leave it up to the fans.
Yeah.
Let their minds perceive it the way they do. That way they could relate.
Yeah.
Let's talk about H, man. Fucking
got?
vocals, man. Fucking vocals were amazing in that song. In H.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot.
A lot.
A lot. It's just one of those catchy fucking songs. Like I was saying before, like you said, this was a turning point for Tool. This style of H is kind of like what I'm more used to with Tool. Real slow build, real catchy chorus, coming back down, bringing it back up.
Yeah, it is really a really catchy vocal melody he kind of puts in there, and it's the part that always sticks out to me is in the middle part where it's like the dicka dicka dicka. It almost sounds like that throwdown riff, like from no, that's not it. You know, in the beginning part where it's like diddle 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 diddle. It's like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that kind of riffing,
Okay.
and it's he just has this. It kind of slowly builds up, and just the way he puts the vocals on it, I think is really cool.
It's just a well-written song.
Yeah, it's just the one where he's like, I don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
part. Yeah, coming into that, and it's like he's got that one coming up underneath it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. He's got some fucking screams on this album.
Yeah, he does,
Like, I
man.
feel like all of them have like him kind of belting out there at some point.
We reviewed Fear Inoculum, we reviewed Undertow, and now we're reviewing Hamana Hamana.
I would like to just clarify. It's more of a discussion. At this
Discussion,
point.
I'm
If you-
sorry.
If
Yes,
you
it's a
haven't heard
discussion.
it by now,
Right?
we're a little bit late. I think
Yeah.
we're about 23 years late.
Right.
23, 24.
But this, right now, this album for me is my favorite Maynard vocals out of these three that we've talked about.
I would agree with that.
This is definitely up there.
Yep.
It's between that and one more for me. I'm gonna have to make my decision eventually.
We're going to have to, right? We're going to have to get
Yes,
through all these
yes.
goddamn albums at one point. Do you guys have anything else to say about H?
No, nothing extra crazy.
Can I, you know what we're discussing? I'm just going to get to it. My fucking favorite song off of this album, no questions asked, Eulogy.
How you feel about the intro?
The intro was fan-fucking-tastic.
It's like Blue Balls of the
Fantastic.
Soul kind of.
Oh
you know what I mean?
my God. You're waiting, like, and now it's even
Did it.
better because you
Did it.
listen to that album more and more. You're waiting for the dun-dun.
Oh, I know. I was waiting for that part, and you got like those little guitars in the
Even-
background.
These, I'm fine with the way they build up in this album. I don't have a problem with the way they build up because it's like about 4 measures of this, then maybe 4 measures of that. I don't know exactly the measure count, but I'm just saying.
Because when this does kick in, I know he does the vocals before he gets into that real intense part, but it really does have a beautiful kind of build to it.
It does.
We miss him.
He's got that little megaphone effect on it too.
Gonna miss him.
Yeah. We're gonna miss him.
I want to hear.
There's something so fucking catchy about the little things he does on this album.
It is. I want to hear this song done with fuck. I'm drawing a blank. What's his face from Primus?
What is it? Les Claypool.
Les Claypool. Just imagine Les Claypool in Eulogy.
My name is Mud. We're gonna miss him.
So much to share.
Yeah.
So that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Bam, bam.
That kind of like laid back kind of beat in the back
Yep.
of it.
That's kind of shit I like.
Yep.
Maybe
He
just
does appreciate the build.
It's just
you just got to get the right.
It's got to be
piece
under
for
3
people.
minutes.
Yeah, you just got to get the right shit.
But the hook on this was worth this.
Yeah. See, that's my thing. Like, this whole album is full of riffs.
I think
There's
so
a
too.
lot of good riffs in this album.
Yeah, especially like later on in this song. I'm gonna show it to you in a second, but it really gets fucking, dude. Yeah.
We're gonna miss him.
Dude, even that song, like it's like the Grinch, like that Grinch voice. Yeah.
Are you having a holly jolly Christmas?
Can we like talk about the fucking like near the end? You've claimed.
dude,
oh
isn't
my
that
God.
so fucking good?
It's so good.
Let me see. I'm gonna get there for you. It kind of brings it back down
Yep.
again. But then that's where
That bass line, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love fucking Chancellor's bass, dude.
Good shit.
I love when a
So-
band can each do its own thing and come together. And I don't think anybody really does it as well.
The original
consistently.
dude had 2 songs.
I think he had Stinkfist and there's another one. I forget. Maybe the actual song Anima. And then everything. It was either 2 or 4 songs on this album that he had a part in. Or some shit like that.
I know he had just had some. I wasn't quite
Yeah.
sure. I was thinking 2 for some reason, though. But I don't know.
I can't help but listen to this and smile, dude.
You know.
For me. Fucking lie. See, this song, like, even with that, what we're talking about with Hooker with the penis, it's got that intensity from him. And this is like a real turning point for him because he still had all that anger, but he wanted
Right.
to turn it more positive.
It's
He
true.
didn't want to be like just that down and out negative kind of thing. And you kind of see it with the music too,
Mhm.
the evolution.
Man, that's a thick bitch.
He does have like I like the thick tones,
Yeah, me
man.
too.
Like Adam Jones, I gotta start freezing my fucking amplifiers because this shit's ridiculous.
But that amp he did that with, there was a bass head.
Yeah,
Was
it's
it?
great. I would never think to do that shit.
I used to play my guitar through my bass amp because that's all I had.
I don't know.
But I don't think he did it for this one or anything else.
I can actually imagine what it would sound like on tape. Like it kind of brings you back to that style.
Yeah, imagine.
I think one of the reasons why they could get away with it because it's just one guitarist.
True.
So all that extra thickness gets spread out
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
evenly instead of
He kind of takes like the muddier end of like of a bass tone because usually with Justin he's kind of doing like little things higher up here and there usually. So maybe they kind of works out somehow.
it's just the right group of people. And,
That's what's crazy.
Delicious. Hands down.
I like how the way they end it makes you think more is coming.
I really did. Even then I wasn't quite sure.
It's fantastic. I'm going to say it right now, as I did before. Best song.
That's your favorite?
That's my song.
It's a good jam.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's really good. Makes me smile. You make me smile. I guess we're going to have to go to your guys' favorite songs. One
favorite song? Well, I gave Jimmy a shout out.
You did.
There's probably 3 songs we got to at least touch on.
Okay. Well, hold on. Before we do that, Ivan, do you have a song that's not one of the main bread and butters that you wanted to shout
No,
out?
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The main ones is the ones I like.
Okay.
So
Let's do it.
Touch Me with Anima.
Let me touch you. Let me fucking touch you here. This is above me lyrically.
He's gonna touch him.
Cause she's so
That's in like all those rom-com like
fuck yeah. Dude, I can't even begin to comprehend that.
Dude,
song.
all right. First of all, the whole phrase like it all comes from a Bill Hicks bit. See you down in Arizona Bay. It's about L.A. like everybody being tired of L.A. all the people and shit. Like everything you see in the lyrics is like something you're encountering in L.A. Like God, I don't have the lyrics right in front of me, but once you get in that jam, it's just like everything he's tired of and just wants to get rid of it. Let the earthquake come down, like Mother Nature wipe this shit away. Like, you know what the whole title of the track means and shit?
No.
It's a combination between enema, which is like when you shove shit up your ass to get all to cleanse and stuff.
Get all the toxins.
And anima, like ANIMA, is like I forget if it's like a rebirth or something spiritual, but yeah, it's like a combination of both of those.
You know, it's funny. You could explain that to like a casual Tool fan and be like, "Nah, it makes sense." Yeah.
If anybody's still watching up to this point, they could probably explain it better than me, but like that's the gist of it.
Okay.
And it's like flushing away all the bullshit.
I
See
got
you
you.
down in Arizona Bay. It's good shit.
It's good shit.
I like the way he fucking plays that riff though.
Yeah, dude.
Because he'll string like those fucking. He'll go through with the strum and he'll hit those open strings like the higher ones. Just the way he kind of plays, like certain techniques he does is kind of cool.
This song it's unreal. Like the whole last 2 minutes is so intense. Like with the drums. There's a video.
Those triplets, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
There's a video of Justin Chancellor doing the playthrough on the bass for a French bass magazine, and he was explaining the timing on it. I highly suggest checking it out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's like sitting there all totally cool. And it's funny because you're in Tool, and you think these people are gonna look like crazy eccentric like Maynard does, but Justin's like a normal dude, glasses, salt and pepper beard, wearing just plain regular
Is it
t-shirt.
recently?
Last 5-6 years maybe.
Probably.
I was gonna say I saw a recent picture of them and I was like, whoa, is that white hair and shit
Yeah.
like that? I was like, man.
That's crazy.
That lawsuit, bro.
Yeah, that'll do it, man. That'll do it. No, but it's amazing. I have a hard time interpreting what he's talking about, and that's why I like doing these Tool reviews because you kind of break it down for me.
Yeah, the L. Ron Hubbard's in there. Scientology.
Dum 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 dum.
I got something about that. In Eulogy they mentioned 912.
912.
Yeah.
Huh? I wonder if
Klein
that's
Avenue?
area code.
And then that's the address for the Scientology church.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm just like this baddie friend that never gets out. Like, wow, that's so cool.
Awesome. So great.
Look at all the lights and the speckles. I'll tell you what didn't.
Is that
grab
one of your
me.
facts?
No.
Okay, because he kind of slapped his book there.
No, I'm
What
always
didn't grab
slapping my
you?
book. Third Eye.
Yeah, it's just like a long, trippy fucking
Mhm.
enter.
Yeah. And no, I don't understand the build up and appreciate what it is. They're fucking talented musicians. It's just that's not me. It's not me. But did you guys know that Chris Pittman played the synthesizer on that song?
Who's Chris Pittman?
Chris Pittman is of course, how could you not know, the keyboardist for Guns N' Roses.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
I had to look it up too.
Chris Pittman, that man. I was wondering what he was up to.
Chris Pittman, man, keyed our way into our
Hey,
hearts.
shout out to Chris Pittman.
Shout out.
So, is there anything else for that?
No, that's
Okay. 46-2.
it.
I like when he gets excited and makes noises.
It's good.
Good or bad, it's
Oh,
always
it's
good.
so good. It's so good. I mean, played to shit commercially, but why the fuck not? It's an amazing song. There's so much musical tightness in this song that is just enough to just blow your fucking mind, man. It's clean, it's aggressive, it's raw. I had to scratch it out, but I put up to that point is the best Tool song that I've ever heard.
Dude, seeing this live, dude, once they start going off on the way they do, it was intense, dude.
I can't imagine. I can't even begin to think that.
That's one of them ones where I had especially at the end where everything's built up and kind of coming to that close, and they do those accents where they're just jamming, hitting those syncopated rhythms or whatever. It's just fucking God.
It's too much. Ivan shared a thing to us where it was a bunch of kids doing it, and it sounded really good.
That was pretty cool.
It was really awesome to see that.
Yeah.
It's fun to see kids these days get involved in music and stuff like that because a lot of schools are cutting it out.
Mhm.
Ain't that a bitch?
He is a
Yeah.
bitch.
It's all right. I never got to play in band anyway.
Nah, it's all right.
Guitar is not a band instrument.
I remember there was some kids trying to recruit you for a ska band when I first met you.
Were they?
I
So
don't know.
popular. He's like, "Pff, my agent just passed on it. You know, fucking piece of shit.
Dude, like that bass part, just even to start off, like, man,
Mm-hmm.
just love the tone of that.
This is such a good sounding album, like produced wise, you know.
What do you think of the lyrics?
Above me, she's so high. You know, and here's the thing: is I'm not a vocal guy, like I'm not like a vocal guy, but a lyricist guy.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, you imagine that,
Even though
right?
you're the one picking out like Jonathan Davis's lyrics and
Well, you know what?
all the other ones.
I wasn't crying in my room to fucking eulogy, okay? Maybe,
I was jerking off, but I
yeah,
wasn't crying.
maybe Adidas. Bry. No, dude. Tool is one of those things for me where it's just so much to comprehend musically at one sitting. Where if I'm gonna sing along to the lyrics, I'm just gonna sing along blindly. You know, I depend on my lyrical knowledge from this show. So.
I was gonna. There was one song at the album I was gonna mention the bass, and I had shit for notes, and I think this is the one.
Is this the one? Yeah.
Probably.
And
And then there's like that little part in the middle.
It's too much. Like I'm sweating listening to this. It's too much.
Like when you hear it with like the headphones on,
Mhm.
like you can hear the guitar part. Like I think he's in like an odd time signature, and the dude's still hitting the open. Like Adam's not hitting that extra open, I think.
That's crazy.
And then like it just meets like eventually. It's like a polyrhythm, I think they call it.
If we ever tried this, we'd end up in a different dimension.
I think we just do it accidentally.
Yeah.
We just never play long enough to catch up to each other.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But then the way he like Carrie plays like off the fucking riffs like that.
He does.
He throws a lot of fucking toms and fills in when he's doing all this shit.
He does.
And
And they
to
make
do-
sense.
And to be able to do that and keep time in an odd signature is crazy to me.
Let's close it out with Stinkfist, man.
All right, before that, do you have anything for Push It? Just to mention it.
Um,
Because I like that. That's an 11-minute song, and I really like. I just like it.
yeah,
it's
it's
fucking awesome
it's good.
for me.
It's fun to hear with this one. Tool, they went a little bit in and out for me. It's sound again you're more familiar with. Going to your turning point, waiting for the turning point. Shout out Superjoint Ritual before they were just called Superjoint, right? The bass really was the driving vehicle under this jam I wrote.
Cool. I just want to, since we damn near done. Might as well
Yeah,
have that
this
last
discussion turned into a review. You know that fucking GIF that everybody saw for New Year, New Me, and it's Sting taking the mask off?
one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that.
this is wasted attention. Stinkfist!
This is the one they closed with.
Did they really? That's cool. Good song. Classic commercial sounding song, but in the Tool attitude.
I love the lyrics on this one, too.
Sing along. Well, tell me about the lyrics, man.
Because everybody thought it. Everybody takes it the dirty way because it's called Stinkfist.
I was
Obviously.
gonna ask you guys, which one what do you guys think it actually is? Because I read something like it's an analyst of society I can't even say that word.
Desensitized.
Yeah, but with the ION at the end. TION.
Desensitization.
There you go. That's the one. And I also read it's a metaphor for drug addiction. Because you know.
I mean, it probably rings truer today than it even did back then because we're constantly like overloaded with fucking anything we want.
A lot of people are desensitized these days.
Nobody's sitting just bored by themselves thinking of shit. It's like, especially if you think of it like if you want to relate it back to like porn and stuff, that'd be the clear and obvious thing.
Right, but it's
You know, it's right there in front of you at all times. You could have as much of it as you want, and then it's just like I got to get into the next thing. I don't feel anything anymore.
right.
So it's like in the lyrics, it's just, man, there's certain parts in there you're like, God damn.
I like the thing about Tool is that you think that you get the lyrical content, but then you don't. Like they're not gonna make it that easy for you. You know.
No.
It's fantastic. This great way to open the album too. By the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's better than intermission because what sense with that, Mike? You know. All right, I'm fucking rating it, man.
Go ahead.
I'm doing it out of 10. This one for me is a solid 8.8.
I'd give it at least a 9.
9? 9.0 for you?
At least.
8.5.
8.5.
Damn,
Good
look at that.
discussion.
We're making progress, motherfuckers.
We are. Look at that. You're turning me slowly.
Something
Turning me
had
slow.
to change. Undeniable dilemma. Boredom's not a burden anyone should
Hey, and
be.
Harvey's back.
It's Huey.
Harvey. He's got a mustache and all that shit.
That's my Millennium Falcon there. Thanks for checking us out on this week's episode. You can check us out at wastedattention.com. You can find us obviously on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, all sorts of fun stuff. We do reviews in between all this kind of shit. At the end of the day, thank you. No matter if you hate us, you like us, whatever, it's still time that you get to been edging this entire time. It's still your time giving to us, and we enjoy doing this. We enjoy interacting with everybody. Cheers. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.